A few months ago, I bought this R32 Skyline off Facebook Marketplace. At the time, I thought that I'd found myself a bargain, picking this thing up for only $10,000. But I quickly found out that I basically scammed myself. Sometimes buying the cheapest version of a car you want to own isn't the best idea. And not long after buying the R32 Skyline, a follower reached out to me, and well, it turned out that his older brother was the previous owner of this car.
Hey mate.
Hey, how you going? And after a bit of a chat, I found out it was stolen from his older brother at one point.
Later that day, they found the car dumped at some reserve, and it was trashed. Like the whole thing, like you saw the photos, like the windows were all broken and...
We found old photos, and damn, it explained a lot because we tried to get the car running and it didn't sound too healthy. And after pulling the motor, because that was our only option, and taking the turbo off, oh my god, there was a large palm-sized hole in the engine block. Anyway, I bought another motor from Facebook Marketplace, swapped that in on the garage floor, and boom, we have a Skyline that drives. Yes! Now that you're up to speed, the car runs and drives with its new RB20 DET. It has no problems other than a slight boost issue, which we need to figure out today. The car also still looks like this. And that's because we need to get it painted, but that's not gonna happen for a few weeks, so we still have a bit of time to perfect this thing and get it running perfectly before we take it to the paint shop for a color that I'm not gonna reveal just yet. Just a quick announcement, guys, before we continue, we have some new merch live on the BenkeSpec.com website. Orders will be shipped out next week. We've got 3 new t-shirts available for the 32 Skyline that look awesome. Super stoked with the design. And of course, we've got a bunch of more stock for some other little bits of merch. We still have a bunch of these t-shirts available for sale. I know you guys really liked these R32 Skyline ones. Go check it out, www.BenkeSpec.com, and hope you enjoy the video. The first thing that I want to do is try to figure out the boost problem this thing's having. I've not been able to look at this thing because of the Porsche project that you guys might have seen. I've also got some special parts for the R32 Skyline, which I'll show you later in the video. But first, let's try to figure out this boosting issue, and hopefully we can get this stolen R32 Skyline running mint for once. So we're taking off the bumper because I think the boost issue is coming from our intercooler, and that's because last time I drove the thing, it's good that it's going into all the gears though, it wasn't making any boost, and I did take the intercooler piping off and the turbo sounded like it spooled a lot better, but it's obviously hard to get the car running with the intercooler piping off because these things are so sensitive to vacuum. But then I connected up the intercooler piping from the turbo to the intercooler and then did not connect it to the motor. So the air was basically only just going through the intercooler and the turbo wasn't spooling as well as it should. So had this pipe disconnected, turned the car on, got my friend to stay on the throttle because, you know, it's very hard to get these things idling. The turbo was just not sounding perfect. So we must have a blockage in between these pipes. And these pipes, of course, go down to the standard intercooler. Oh, one intercooler coming right up. I have my friend Ash over here, and he's got this device which basically he can blow water vapors. Look at that! It's coming out! Which means that this pipe is not blocked. Hang on, you need to test the intercooler now, right? What? It's coming out easy as. It's all over your face, bro. Is it easy to blow through?
Some resistance, I think.
Is there?
Feels like a little bit.
Okay, new plan of attack. We've installed the intercooler on top this time. So we have the outlet of the turbo going directly into the intercooler where we can see it, and we're going to see if the turbo still makes that nice whooshing sound. If it doesn't, then the intercooler is blocked. If it does, then something in the intake is blocked. We didn't hear that like really nice whooshing sound coming from the turbo. Maybe the factory intercooler is just super restrictive and that's what's causing our issue, but I don't think that can be the case because it literally feels like this thing's driving NA. Whoa. Found a discovery, guys. Figured something out. Now, I went to take the O2 off. She loose. Got that? She loose.
Let's hope so. Let's hope we got a faulty O2 for the RB.
Please. I can't believe it's loose. I guess forgot to do that when I swapped the motor in, which is understandable. Took the R32 for a test drive and same result. The car is not boosting up properly. I have no idea what's the problem. But we're going to move on because we're going to do some work to the chaser actually. You heard that right, guys. We are taking the chaser drifting next weekend. So I want to get it prepared for that. We're just taking it to a skid pan event. We've just got some problems with the current caster arms that I've got in there. Yeah, I'll just show you. I'll just show you. Anyway, it's raining. Long-time subscribers would know that I completely overhauled the suspension in the JZX 100, and I did the front suspension and also installed a lock kit. Now, the only issue that we're having with this setup is the front caster arms. So on full lock, the wheels actually hit the caster arms, and if you have a look just down in here, right over there, you can see that the wheel is hitting the caster arm. You see that little mark right there. And of course, you don't want that because if your wheel is contacting the caster arm over time, it might actually, break your wheel or even break the caster arm, and then you are absolutely screwed. So I went ahead and bought some D-Max caster arms because they give you more clearance. Apparently that's what it looks like anyway. My friend Michael recommended these to me because they seem to be a little bit better of a bend compared to the current ZSS ones that we've got in there. So hopefully we can get the right amount of clearance with these arms. Yeah, these are used by a lot of professional drifters in Japan. So yeah, should be pretty good. They feel solid as. So these arms are literally held in by 3 bolts, 2 on the lower control arm and then 1 on the subframe. And then it all should just pop out. Okay, so we've just got the new arm and the old arm to compare. And so this is the ZSS arm. I'm not talking any smack about ZSS. They're actually really good products. But of course, in terms of the caster arm, they're not really bent as much as they should be. Because if you get the D-Max arm and you put them over the top, you can see the wheel rubs about there. Now in the exact same location where this will bolt onto, there's about 1 inch more clearance. So we should have no rubbing issues on full lock with this D-Max arm, which is going to be sick because then I can hit full lock without even worrying about it, and I just let the steering wheel go. Alright, we're done installing the D-Max caster arms. Ash is just making sure the clearance is all good.
It's very tight here.
Very tight?
Very tight, yeah.
Alright.
Look at that.
Woo! Clearance is clearance, baby. Oh shit. Oh, you're right. The new D-Max arms have been installed, and now we're gonna do a quick oil change with the Toyota genuine oil filter, baby.
Oh no.
Glug, 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 glug. Oil change now done, and we're going to do a quick service to the fuel filter. I've actually got a metal fuel filter in there because if you use a standard paper filter with ethanol, it'll slowly break down. But this allows us to clean the fuel filter out. So I'm going to take that out and quickly clean it. And I've also just disconnected the battery. Well, not the battery, the fuel pump wiring. So I can just quickly start the car, or at least try to start it and get all the fuel out the system before I tend to the fuel filter. That's a quick little hack if you want to get all the fuel out of your lines. Check out this horrific weather. Ugh. Alright, sick. Well, hopefully now when we take out the fuel filter, no fuel comes out, or the small amount comes out. Very nice. Let's crack this fuel filter open. There we go. It's like basically clean. Okay. Nothing like the sweet smell of ethanol in the morning, baby. Woo! What's wrong with me? We are now done with the chaser. I took it to get an alignment this morning. All I need to do now is sort out some tires and wheels, and we are basically sorted. And yeah, that's it. I just got some jerry cans that I need to fill up for some ethanol. But yeah, let's start talking about this Skyline because I have some new parts and I'm excited, baby. The Skyline currently has a genuine plastic GTR front bumper on there, but it's also got these side skirts. I don't know exactly what they are. I think they're called like N1 side skirts or something, but they have seen better days, and I'll show you what I mean. You can see the side skirt, the front little pod bit doesn't even really fit properly. It doesn't go like underneath there where it sort of should, and it also is held on by some zip ties. And then the other one on this side it's pretty, needs like some fiberglass work or something. I don't know. And that is the reason why we got this. So I picked up myself some replica GTR N1 side skirts. So maybe those ones aren't N1 or maybe a different N1. Yeah, there we go. These are in much better condition. Means there'll be less work for the body shop. Now, of course, to match, I also picked up some rear pods, but I'm not 100% sure if I want to use them or not. We got some Greddy pods, rear pods. This is the shape of them. I bought these because I just wanted to see what they would look like. And I'll show you what they look like in a second on the car. But I sort of like the GTST type M1s a little bit more. Rear pod is on. Look, I don't know guys, I now have it fully bolted on and I still don't really like it. So these are Greddy style, they're not genuine Greddy rear pods. Kind of don't suit the car. Let me know what you guys think. They're a little bit bulky and the body line isn't perfect. Now they're not currently 100% fitted. They need to be sort of like, you know, pushed into place. And you can see when I push it there, it sort of like brings this out. So this thing would need to be like sealed on or something. So not the best sort of fitment, but yeah, let me know what you guys think about this. They obviously look like a little bit better from further away. It's just like anything that you don't really like. Compared to the Type M pods, I think I prefer the Type M pods a little bit more. Anyway, let's take off the side skirt and see what the new side skirts look like. There's goddamn rivets in here. They riveted this body kit on. Well, we definitely got the side skirt off, but I don't think it's savable because I had to put so much heat into it because, bruh, they used like this body sealant urethane that they would use on like windscreen or something to seal the body kit on, which, you know, I guess you're not meant to take these off once they're on, but holy moly, man, they used so much. Oh my goodness. And if you look at the corner here, unfortunately, I just got it too hot and it just completely destroyed itself. So I don't think this is savable. At least the quad is pretty good. Let's chuck this side skirt on, baby. These are so light. That looks so good. Oh wow, that is such an improvement. I really like this aggressive little dip down in the skirt. It sort of like rounds off the wheel arch nicely, and yeah, everything just looks sick, man. It like comes out about like 2 inches or so, a few centimeters if you're Australian/American for inches. I don't know what I'm talking about. Looks so good, man.
Man, I'm loving the 32 GTR kit. It makes me really want to buy it now. Sort of try and copy the style you're going for.
We're going to be twinning, right? You're going to paint your car the same color as mine?
Yeah, I think. Should we reveal what color we go?
Imagine rocking up to a car meet with two, can't spoil it, R32 Skylines. That would be so sick with RB25s or whatever I decide to do. I don't know yet.
RB26? You gonna ball that?
No, I can't afford that.
Yeah, I love the kit though. It's gonna look real good painted. Favorite part? Definitely this sort of like teardrop sort of pointy angle. I think that sort of ties in really nicely to this as well.
Yeah, I was literally saying the same thing before. Like, I reckon that's the best part about this kit. I don't think GTRs came out with this kit from factory. This was like a N1 kit or something.
N1 style. I wish at the front though, that the front part of the skirt also came down. Sort of pointy. Yeah.
No, I kind of like it like that, honestly. It would kind of look a little bit weird if it came down at the front like that.
No, because I think that it'll sort of like mirror the back then. Because it sort of like follows the...
Yeah, but you want the back to be thick, you know? True. And voluptuous.
Yeah, thick booties. Tough.
Yeah, so right now the side skirt is not held on by any bolts. It's literally just held on by friction and the door being closed. If we open the door, it's probably just going to fall off, but there's your final look, guys. How sick is that skirt? I am in love, especially with the GTR front bumper. Yeah, we need to get this thing painted. Now, a lot of you guys don't know what happens behind the scenes because I don't really post that. That's why it's called behind the scenes. But we actually do a lot of stuff in this garage off camera. Just the other day, we pulled Lachlan's S15 motor out of his S15. And yeah, you just use and abuse this garage, don't you?
100%. Built it from the ground up.
I mean, he didn't. He didn't. I did. But yeah, we got Lachlan's SR, you might have seen on Instagram. The Chaser, like I said, got aligned for the drift day at the end of the week, and Lachlan is now working on his AU to prepare for the drift day as well. Forgot to record this, but Lachlan picked up some new wheels for his AU. What are they?
So they're offered G6E, I think. Maybe NA?
Yeah.
I think the turbos are a bit different.
They look freaking good. Lower it, bro. Oh! Yo, you're gonna need to raise this thing, dude. I think.
I think I might get away with it. It'll be very close.
Whoa! Pretty tough, bro.
This side is definitely lower though.
The last thing what we need to do, guys, before the drift day is install our new seat, which I've had chilling for a long time, but I just haven't installed it because it is a fixed back. Here is our genuine Bride fixed back off a mate, a friend who also owns a Chaser, and we're just going to install it because we're drifting. Check this out, guys. We are done installing the Bride seat. Genuine Bride. I wish I had harnesses, you know, instead of a seatbelt, but look at that. Pretty good. It's actually not that hard to get into and out of this seat, and it obviously is holding me in very, very well. I do wish that the rail brought the seat down just a little bit more because I feel like I'm still pretty high up. But yeah, I've got heaps of room for the pedals, and the Bride seat rail also has heaps of adjustments, so that's freaking sick. Anyway, guys, I'm leaving in like 30 minutes to go drifting, so I will see you all in the next one. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, chuck us a like, and I'll see you later. Peace out.